Today we're brewing a single hop Mosaic double IPA. Some folks like to call them Imperial IPAs. Been getting a lot of questions on our system if you can brew big beers. Today we're doing a 20-pound grain bill. Got some local Riverbend pale malt. I just had them mill it. They have a big mill. It takes 2 seconds. So we have a bit over 8.6 gallons of water in the kettle. Once we add our basket, we're not gonna have room for our 20 pounds of grains. So basically we're just taking a little bit of water out now. We're gonna mash, and then we'll add whatever water we take out to sparge with. Alrighty. So there's the water removed. And I did my water treatments on the full volume of water. So we're right at around 7 gallons. Just gonna go ahead and add our grain basket. We're gonna see if we can get 20 pounds into the kettle. A little bit awkward. Take a moment to stir some of these in. Oh yeah. I think pulling the water down to 7 gallons is honestly going to be pretty perfect. I might just add a little bit more water. I'm just going to add a touch, not much. Just a little bit to thin it out. I would say we're pretty much maxed out, you know, at 20 pounds. So I'm going to go ahead and get the pump hooked up and start recirculating. And we're going to mash here for 60 minutes on this guy. We're gonna get our hoses hooked up, super simple, kettle out, and then we're gonna go pump in, and in is this one, out is this one, and you only wanna throttle the pump on the out. You never wanna throttle off the ball valve. So if you wanna slow the flow down, you always do it off the out. You can damage the pump. So then I'm gonna go from the lid to the pump out. Open the ball valve. You got a bunch of air in the lines when you first get this hooked up. So I like to actually take it off the spray valve. It just restricts it a little bit too much, takes a little bit of time to get the air out. So then I'll go ahead and turn the pump on and let that get the air out. I'll take it off the fitting, the spray valve, just because it restricts it a little bit too much to get the air out. And I'll just let it flow for 10 or so seconds without the spray valve. And then simply just turn the pump off, and then I'll just go ahead and get my lid hooked up. And that's just a simple trick to get all the air out of the lines. And I may add just a little bit more water so our grains are completely submerged there. And we're just gonna add a little bit more. Oh yeah, that should do it. We're gonna go ahead and open the ball valve on the kettle and turn our pump on. But then we're just gonna go ahead and let that mash for 60 minutes. All right, so our 60-minute mash is finished. I'm gonna go ahead and glove up because it's pretty hot. I'm gonna go ahead and kill the pump. Take the lid off, close the ball valve. It helps to break the surface tension first. Just lift it up a little bit. 1, 2, 3. It's really not that bad. We're gonna go ahead, let this drain for 10-15 minutes or so. I'm gonna go ahead and crank our heat up to 100%. I completely forgot that we need to sparge. Oh, I need to buy some new gloves. And we're just gonna dump this in. This should help efficiency too. We'll be just getting any of that sweetness that's still in the grains. You can hear it kind of just goes right through. Here's the last of our water. Pre-boil gravity, I'm gonna say 1066, almost 1067. All right, so I got distracted with emails and phone calls. This has been draining for longer than I anticipated. We're pretty much up to a boil at this point. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these out of here. Boil's pretty much started. We're right where we want to be, right around 7 gallons pre-boil. Our alpha acids are 12.7 on this batch. Just doing some mosaics. We're gonna do 2 ounce bittering addition, and we're gonna set our timer for 45 minutes. The timer just went off right at our 15-minute mark. Just gonna toss in our Worthlock tablet. Just gonna toss that right in. I'm just gonna go ahead, hook up the cooling lines to the wort chiller, hook up all my lines to the pump and everything. And then, as always, I just like to recirculate the boiling wort through the plate chiller for the last 10, 15 minutes or so. She's ready. 60-minute boil is done. 3 ounces Mosaic at flame out, and that's all we're gonna do. That's good enough. I'm gonna go ahead and get our water turned on. We're gonna chill it down to 65, 68. So we're pretty much down to pitching temp. So we're gonna roll with that. We are using Bry 97. It says to rehydrate it before use. I never rehydrate my yeast. I know some people swear by it. So we're just gonna go ahead and pitch it dry. So we're gonna add 2 packs. This is a pretty big beer. Just pitch the yeast. We're just gonna put our lid on and our stopper. And then I'm just gonna aerate it real well, 60 seconds or so. So we've got some nice oxygen in there. And then, there we go. Fridge sent to 68. All right, we're taking our starting gravity. And looks like we're at 1074. If I were to brew this again, I might up the boil to 75 minutes, maybe 90 minutes, just to get a little bit more, a little bit higher starting gravity. All right, we're gonna try out the Mosaic Mistake. This beer, I called it the Mosaic Mistake because I forgot about it for 2 months. Mistake number 2, probably should have thrown some dry hops in. The beer was so far along at that point, I just let it be. So our starting gravity was 1072. Our final gravity is about 1011, give or take, 1012. So that's putting us right around 8%. Go ahead and give it a try. A lot of fruity notes, esters, I guess. Really not picking up any kind of hop activity, which is not shocking considering it's 2 months old, just been kind of sitting in a carboy. Definitely taste crystal malt, the honey malt, the Munich malt, just kind of super malty. I am not a huge IPA guy. I don't drink a lot of regular IPAs, let alone doubles, so I'm not sure I'm the best representative of this beer. For me, it might just be a little bit too sweet, a little too much caramel malts going on. I think it has potential to be a really good recipe. Let us know how it turns out. I'd be interested to see if it didn't sit for 2 months and maybe a dry hop edition. I wonder if that would just give it that kind of burst of freshness that it kind of needs. So give this beer a shot. Let us know what you think of the recipe. Let us know how it turns out. We will pin those messages on the top of the comment section. If you have not subscribed to our channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button. That way you'll get notified when we have new brewing videos out. Also check out our website, clawhammersupply.com, and we'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.